Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be comparing two builds. One of them has an i5-8400 and a GTX 1050 Ti, and the other one has an i3-8100 and a GTX 1060 3GB. So why am I doing this comparison? That's because many people ask me in the comments which one was a better choice. It seems that in some countries these builds are in very similar prices. So yeah, the question will be, should I spend more on the GPU or the CPU? The i5 has 6 cores and 6 threads, the i3 4 cores 4 threads, and games nowadays are getting more used to having more CPU cores. So I think it was a very interesting thing to test out. I'll be testing 13 games. If you want to skip to one of those particular ones, check the timestamps down in the description. Across the whole video, I'll be using exactly the same graphical settings for each of the machines, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, then I'll let the video speak by itself. So well, here's the thing. If you get a higher frame rate, it means that you'll get higher CPU usage, so the CPU will work more if you get higher frame rates. That's why on CPU intensive games such as Hitman, Assassin's Creed Origins, you get worse frame times, which is the time a frame stays on screen before jumping onto the next one. If the frame times are inconsistent, it will mean that the game won't feel smooth despite having a very high frame rate, for example. So you usually want to have stable frame times. In this case, the frame times weren't that bad on the i3-8100. The game was still completely playable, and you'll notice a higher frame rate using the i3 plus GTX 1060 build. But one other thing to keep in mind is that the GTX 1060 has only 3 gigs of VRAM, so you have to lower the texture quality on some VRAM intensive games in order to avoid more stutter compared to the 1050 Ti. But the 1050 Ti is a significantly less powerful GPU, so yeah, most games are more GPU bound. There are some exceptions, of course, but usually focusing on the GPU more allows you to use higher graphics settings, which is what usually people want to see in their gaming PC. But in this particular case, I'll get the i3-8100 plus GTX 1060. You can use higher settings, get better frame rates overall using high settings, for example. But the bad thing about it is that some games won't be able to hit constant 60 frames per second due to the i3-8100. Those are not the majority, of course. On the other hand, the i5-8400 PC with the 1050 Ti, if you want higher frame rates, you can lower the settings due to the 1050 Ti being the limiting factor, and you'll be able to maintain those smoother frame rates. But again, that usually means that you have to drop to 900p or something like that, plus lower the settings. So yeah, in my opinion, investing more on the GPU is a better idea. I would just cap the frame rate at 60 or 45 frames per second on Assassin's Creed Origins, for example, in order to get the CPU some more room to spare. So yeah, that's my opinion on this subject, this comparison. As I said, I'll let the video speak by itself, so if you're in a similar situation that you don't know what to choose, this video should help you out. Even if you don't agree with my opinion, the tests are here so you can make your own. So thank you guys for watching, I hope you keep enjoying the video, and see you next time.
In the mud like that. They got one of ours! Eyes front, drive! Field gun! Move and get a clear shot of those field guns!
I appreciate your bigger target, new boy!
More while we can clear, faster our men can move up. Those field guns are shredded. You're too...
boss is too stressed. He should get laid more.
Know what they say about you lot? If you seek justice, hire a witch. Right, yeah. Mutant!
Greetings.
Freak! The dungeon, that's where you belong.
What was it happened to Faltus
Cyprian has disappeared.
Like him? Or we got a lot?
Last chance to surrender unorthodox bugs.
White lollygagging.
White one. Take a gander.
Duty calls.
You, head down to the old radio. Get the generator working. We need to get one last transmission out, and let the other 7 know what's coming.
I need more wood for the fire.
They needed most of the lumber to repair the guard towers. We'll have to make do with what we have.
Lara, I'm sorry if Sophia was less than welcoming.
I understand. I'm just glad you were there to vouch for me.
My people have spent decades fighting outsiders. It's not an easy habit to break. See if you can lend a hand with the preparations. A little hard work would go a long way towards building trust.
I'll see what I can do.
They will likely come from the air. Jacob is assembling fighters in the upper village to draw their attention there. The chill.
What the hell are Crystal Dawn doing here? What are you talking about?
Thanks. Let me get a bag of lunches.
Just go ahead.
Joy, sir.
I could just about strangle here. Stomach pain. What kind of don't let the buffet.
Relax.
Hairstyles from the upper stands.
Move along.
Fire smarter, the game changer.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
Care my care cares about
Nothing to see here.